Hello, it says we're live. Welcome, welcome. You like my festive attire? My light stopped working. Anyway, welcome to day 3 of the Manifest Miracles Challenge. I'm your host, Lisbeth Overton, and today we're going to have a twofer. I am going to teach you 2 hacks that will really afford you super manifestation abilities that are easy and fun. So before we get started, um, I do want to just recap. So this is designed to, you can take this information, all of them, all 12 days, or you can just take one, whatever resonates with you. I just want to go over the rules of engagement and what you can expect during our time together. So the intention is to allow you give you access to easy practical tools so that you can manifest with far more confidence in a way that's easy and fun. Manifestation is designed to be fun. And I teach people in my work how to connect to your divine eternal nature, because to me, that is all manifestation is just you embodying your divine, badass, amazing self. So I am a registered nurse turned spiritual entrepreneur, and I'm here to help you manifest with so much ease. So if you participate either live or even if you watch the replay and you comment in the comments and you engage, if you share this content with 3 people, make sure you tag me on the socials. I have my socials in the discussion or in the comment section. And 3 people are going to win. So really cool manifestation tools that you will win. 2 people are going to win the Divine AF Daily Affirmations and Manifestation Journal for Women. This is getting rave reviews. You can check it out on the Amazons. However, if you play with me, you might win one for free. So you might as well. So this is the way it's designed. It's 7 weeks. Every day there's a really cool affirmation. So my existence is the only permission I need to thrive. So good. And then there's also a page for you to reflect on, like, well, what does this mean to you? How can this support you? And then at the end of every 7 days, there is a place to capture your wisdom bits for every day of the week. Like if something fabulous happened, you might want to write it down, because we so often forget the magic and the miracles because we're so focused on the shit on the fan and the things that aren't going well. So it's a really good idea to write these down. So later you can look at them and be like, oh my God, remember that time this happened? And then also, a huge things that humans need to afford ourselves the ability to do is to dream. So once a week, you have a dream page here to really put pen to paper and to visualize, well, what is it that you actually desire? And how will you feel when you have that in your experience? Where will you be living? What will you be saying? What will you be smelling? What will you be tasting? Who are you going to be talking to? Where are you living? How much money are you making? What does your body feel like? What are the things that you're looking at every day? So really, like, go there, because that is how you manifest things. You have to be able to visualize them, right? And then at the end of the book, at the end of the journal, are the Divine AF cards. There are 10 of them. So I am listening, along with an affirmation. And so I wanted to have a way to showcase the Divine AF affirmation deck in this journal. And when we're together every day in this 12-day experience, I'm reading from the Divine AF affirmation deck that I've created. And you can get a taste of that in the journal. One winner is going to receive a one-on-one session with me where we're going to do a little deep soul dive and discern what is your primary limiting belief, because you all have one. And it's once we can acknowledge it and we use specific questions to liberate the limiting belief, then it's easy to manifest. So those are the 3 prizes. So again, you don't have to be live to be able to enter to win. So just wanted to give you that. And then let's go ahead today and talk about the twofer I want to offer you. This is radical and will change your life if you can play with these two hacks. The first one is to release your attachment to the outcome. Release your attachment to the outcome. So if you're human, which most of you are, that are watching this, you have a hard time letting go of the outcome, right? And if you're a perfectionist or you like to be in control of things, this is definitely hard for you. And I know this because I am a recovered control freak perfectionist. So the funny thing about control is that it's actually an illusion. Like control doesn't actually exist. And it usually comes from a deep seated fear, of wanting to be seen or wanting to be understood or validated. So, what I mean by releasing attachment to the outcome is, let's say, excuse me, you want to meet your twin flame. And of course, that's the only thing that you can think about because it's something that's very close to you. It's something that's very personal, very intimate. And it's impossible to, it feels at times it's impossible to release your attachment to the outcome. However, a wonderful way to do that is through the practice of meditation. Because the practice of meditation allows us to be with all of our billions of thoughts, all of our billions of emotions. And instead of being identified or thinking that we are our thoughts or we are our feelings, we can become an observer of those thoughts and those feelings. And they don't define us, it's just something that's in our experience. And so meditation can really help you to become neutral. So, like, let's say you're thinking about your desire for your twin flame and you're thinking about how maybe it makes you feel empty, or maybe it makes you feel isolated, or maybe it makes you feel alone. And instead of judging that, you can instead come from a place of, oh, yeah, like those emotions and those feelings are coming up, those thoughts are coming up. What if I just like sit here and be with those things, allow them to bubble up to the surface, and then allow them to be let go or released for something better? So, a practice of meditation is really good at helping us release the attachment to the outcome, because things that you hold on to like that, you're basically cutting off the universe's infinite resources to bring you the thing that you want so desperately. So, instead of being like, well, I want my twin flame to have black hair and I want them to have blue eyes and I want them to drive an Audi and I want them to live in California, maybe instead you can invite this idea of how you want to feel when you're in the experience of being with your twin flame. So, like, I want to feel just so supported and alive and connected. And so, instead of focusing on like all the details, you're focusing on how you're going to feel. And you're like, I surrender to the universe about how this is going to show up. Like, it doesn't matter to me if it comes on Wednesday or next year. I'm just like releasing it all to you. That's actually how I met my twin flame, because I surrendered. I had been on all these dating apps. I was a single mom, and I was like, you know what? Screw all of this. Like, I don't have time for this. This is a full-time job. I don't have the bandwidth for this. And it was when I surrendered and just like lost my attachment to finding the right person in that time. My husband winked at me online. So the bottom line is, when you can let go of the way that it shows up and release your grip on that, and also don't honestly care about the how, it will come into your experience so much quicker. And I have a couple of really great meditations on my channel. So if you want to start exploring the meditation to help you become more neutral and more open to this idea of control, please check that out. Um, Oh, and the other thing, so this is the two for the first one is releasing your attachment to the outcome or how it shows up. The other thing is creating this thing called excited expectancy, where Wayne Dyer used to say, when you change the way that you look at things, the things you look at change. And it's true. So most of us are looking at the world through a certain perspective, a certain lens, and that frequency or that perspective is bringing you all the things that it's bringing you. So if you can actually have a different or a new perspective of, wow, instead of like, oh, this will never work out, like back to the twin flame, I will never find my twin flame, blah, blah. It's like the victim vibe. Instead, if you come from a place of, wow, like how cool would it be if I did actually have an experience where the universe put my twin flame on my path and the perfect timing and the perfect environment and the perfect way, like, and you start going down this path of like excited expectancy, like expectancy meaning you're actually expecting that it's going to happen. But back to like the first thing, having you have no attachment to it. So like the world is literally becomes your oyster and how it's going to show up. And that is magnetic AF because the universe, despises a void, a vacuum. So when you're carte blanche opening yourself up, the universe is literally Nordstrom's on steroids, wanting to give you the exact precise order that you want. And the more detached you can be about how it shows up, and you literally have this expectation, like it's not if it's going to happen, it's how excited are you right now just thinking about the possibility of this happening in your lifetime? I mean, to me, I just think of being pregnant with like this miracle, this idea, and we all have this ability. It's just we're so practiced in the vibration of lack and misery and suffering, and so it literally is shifting your perspective and seeing even just for 5 minutes, even just for 5 minutes, if you can change your perspective from this will never work to I wonder if I just gave myself permission just for 15 minutes today for anything that is that you like this desire that's on your heart to play around with like being pregnant with the possibility that that thing that you want is actually first just imagine that it's like actually possible, and then the more that you can lean in and feel good and comfortable and sort of married to this idea that like hell yes, this is coming. Like, of course, this is coming. That momentum will just build and build and build. And pretty soon, Florence Scovel Shinn said it best, you receive what you prepare for. So, what is your excited expectancy about? What is it for? And the more that you hone that and turn it up, the faster the thing that you desire will come into your experience, especially if, God, sorry, I get so excited, I spit. Especially if you can release your grip on the how. Okay. I hope that is helpful. Let me know, like, what is your experience with that? Because listen, being a human, we got the death grip. And especially if it's something that's been on your heart for a long time and it like hasn't, it feels like it's been forever. Trust me. I pinky swear promise. I know how you feel. So let us see. Um, Let us see what message wants to come out to play when we're thinking about this idea of non-attachment to whatever it is, like the job you want, your twin flame, your health and well-being. Like, what if you could be non-attached to how the universe wants to show that up for you? Oh, this is beautiful. Divine connection. These cards, the link is in the discussion, in the comments, whatever the hell you call it. Discussion, description. I'm new to YouTube. Okay. So this is the message today, talking about releasing the attachment and having excited expectancy. This is perfect, of course. It is okay for me to show up in my divine nature, woo as the day is long, or anywhere in between. Divine connection is my birthright and superpower. So the question for you, my love, is, are you wielding your woo wisely? Like, are you connected? And with as much fun and glitter as possible? I need to know. Like, because if you're not, why not? Okay. That is what I have for you for day 3 of the Manifesting Miracles Challenge. Please, for the love of all that is holy, make some comments. Make some comments. Tell me, how's this landing for you? Is this helpful? And check out my meditations. There's the magic turquoise glasses meditation that is epic. People are loving it. And there's also manifest perfect health meditation that people are also loving. So that's what I have for you. Make sure you subscribe, and so you get notified when I go live. I'll be going again live tomorrow and for the next 9 days. So if you want to receive these epic tools that will help you manifest this and a session with me, come in my sandbox and play with me. All right. Peace out.